Cooking an omelet is one of those great, easy, cheap recipes that everybody should know how to do. So to get started, for ingredients, you'll need some eggs, some butter, and some milk. You can also add in whatever else you want, but this is just the basics. So step one is to crack your eggs into a bowl. I'd say for the typical person, about 2 to 4 eggs will make a good size omelet, but feel free to use as many or few eggs as you want. And if you're really feeling like Chef Gusteau, you can try cracking those eggs one-handed. The next step is whisking those eggs. So if you have a whisk, I definitely use that, but if you don't have one, you can always use a fork as a substitute. This is the step where you pour in the milk. Little pro tip here, start whisking the eggs first, and then pour in the milk while you're whisking the eggs for a fluffier omelet experience. Secondary pro tip, make sure to spill the milk all over the countertop as you're pouring it in, and then continue frantically whisking and cover the spilt milk with the bowl as if nothing happened. Now that you've got your eggs mixed up, it's time to coat the bottom of your frying pan with some butter or oil. I'm using a non-stick pan here, which makes things a whole lot easier, but if you're using a non-stick pan, you might need to opt for more butter or oil. Once the butter is completely melted, pour in your eggs. I typically cook them at low heat as it just makes things a lot easier and less likely to burn. After about 30 seconds to a minute, you should notice the edges of the omelet starting to firm up and the egg cooking through. What you're going to want to do now is gently kind of press the edges toward the center and then tilt the pan so that the liquid egg runs into the gap that you create. Continue to circle around the pan with your spatula, doing this technique until all the liquid egg is cooked through. Then, once you tilt your pan and there's no more left, you'll know it's ready to be flipped. A little tip before flipping, make sure to shake the pan back and forth a couple times to make sure that the omelet is loose, and also do it over the sink to avoid any kitchen catastrophes. After the flip, return the pan to the stove for another minute to finish cooking through. If you want to add some cheese, now's the time to do it, and I like to add a cover over the top to melt the cheese nice and even. And that's pretty much it. Now you throw that on a plate and give it the customary pan flip for style points, and then coat with whatever sauce or toppings you'd like. Personally, I'm a big fan of the ketchup and sriracha combo. Anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.